Welcome to today's news discussion. I'm Sonia.
And I'm Simon. Let's dive into the top stories.
The UK and Japan are set to sign a significant investment deal worth over $24 billion. This agreement is expected to boost investment and technology partnerships between the two countries.
That's a substantial figure. What areas are these investments expected to focus on?
According to the reports, Japanese companies will invest in UK infrastructure, financial services, and offshore wind projects. There's also a new technology partnership that will cover areas like AI and semiconductors.
So it's not just about financial investment, but also about technological collaboration. How many jobs are expected to be created as a result of this deal?
The reports suggest that tens of thousands of jobs are expected to be created. This deal seems to be a significant step in deepening the economic and technological ties between the UK and Japan.
That's impressive. Have there been any other recent developments in terms of international investment or technological partnerships that we should be aware of?
Actually, there's been another significant development in the tech space. Geo Platforms has jumped into the global top 20 in WIPO's PCT rankings, a remarkable leap of 320 positions. This highlights Geo's rapid innovation in cutting-edge technologies like 5G, 6G, and AI.
Wow, that's a huge jump. What does this achievement signify for Geo and India's tech landscape?
This achievement underscores Geo's transformation into a deep tech powerhouse and aligns with India's vision of self-reliance. Geo is now among an elite group of global technology leaders like Huawei, Qualcomm, Google, and Apple.
Being in the top 20 is a significant validation. Are there any other Indian companies that have made it to this list?
According to the reports, Geo is the only Indian company to have broken into the global top 20 in the WIPO PCT rankings. This makes it a standout in India's tech innovation landscape.
That's great to see Indian companies making a mark globally. Let's move on to another story. I've seen that India's imports of Russian oil have increased significantly in May.
Yes, India continued its strong demand for Russian fossil fuels in May, emerging as the second largest buyer globally. The imports were worth 5.8 billion euros, with crude oil forming the bulk of these imports.
What drove this increase in imports from Russia?
Refiners significantly increased their purchases from Russia, highlighting India's strategic energy sourcing amidst global shifts. Crude oil accounted for about 83% of India's imports from Russia during May.
I see. So it's largely driven by refiners' increased purchases. Are there any geopolitical implications or concerns related to this increase in oil imports from Russia?
The reports suggest that this trend is part of India's strategic energy sourcing. There's no clear indication of any specific geopolitical concerns, but it's worth noting that global tensions and energy security are always sensitive topics.
Understood. Let's move on to another story. I've seen that there's been a significant outflow of foreign investment from Indian equities in the first fortnight of June.
Yes, foreign portfolio investors have withdrawn over 62,853 crore rupees from Indian equities. This brings the total outflows for 2026 to 2.87 lakh crore, surpassing the entire 2025 figure.
That's a substantial amount. What are the reasons behind this exodus?
The outflows are driven by heightened geopolitical tensions, concerns over global economic growth, and persistent weakness in the rupee. These factors are making FPIs cautious about their investments in Indian equities.
I understand. Are there any potential measures that could reverse this trend or attract foreign investment back into Indian equities?
There's a mention of RBI's FPI reforms and potential inclusion in widely tracked global bond indices, which could unlock up to $25 billion in debt inflows over the next 12 to 24 months. This might help stabilize or attract investment in the longer term.
That's a positive note. Let's wrap up with a quick look at the market news roundup. I've seen that Business Today has been airing on BBC News at various times. Is there any specific market news that we should be aware of?
The context doesn't provide specific market news, but it's worth noting that Business Today airs on BBC News at multiple times, providing a roundup of the day's market news.
All right, that's a good wrap-up. Thanks for walking us through these significant stories, Sonia.
Thank you, Simon. That's all for today.
Goodbye.
See you later.
See you later.